Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, July 25th, 2023. This is Jennifer. So I'm coming to you today with a whole lot more than I had to show you guys last week. I'm really pleased with what I have to share. First up, I want to tell you guys that I got to sew with my friend Janice on Saturday. I went over to her place and we sewed for several hours, and it was delightful. I had prepped the borders for my quilt blocks during the week, and I took them with me, and I got all but like two done while we were sewing together, and then I brought them home and finished them up the next day. So all of the blocks are done. They're all on the wall. I actually have, you see over here, they have an extra, over there. I did decide to go ahead and use the ones that I had sort of initially called out. I did decide to go ahead and use those, and you can see them, they're kind of mixed in. I felt like with all the really bright points, they actually do work. So I'm glad I get to keep those in. And that extra block over there, I'm going to use that as a label on the back. So I'm really pleased with that. I do think I might give this away when I'm done with it, depending on how the person I'm thinking of giving it to thinks about it. So we'll see. That's sort of it's sort of percolating in my head. I haven't cut any of the connecting fabric. I haven't even figured out the dimensions for the connecting fabric. So I'm gonna have to sit down and EQ and figure that out. But in the meantime, I made a promise that I need to keep, so I have been working on something else. So I did make a start on the pajamas. I haven't done waistband or hem yet. My first test pair is in progress. And I mean, they don't look like much right now because no waster or hem. I was absolutely wrong about this pattern. It does have side pockets. It didn't say that in the description. It referenced the patch pocket on the back, but it didn't reference the side pockets. So it actually does have everything that I need. This was not a super inexpensive pattern, which, you know, I honestly don't mind because this is an independent designer, but I want to show you something really quick. So if you are wanting to try garment sewing and you haven't before, this one has something that is very helpful, which is beginner variation, intermediate variation, and they don't really call it beginner, intermediate, advanced, but that's kind of what it is. But you can do as much or as little as you want. You can do pants with no pockets, you can do pants with pockets, you can do pants with pockets and a fly. So I'm doing, after some consultation with my husband, what he really wanted were pockets. So I'm not doing the fly, and I'm not doing the patch pocket on the back on this pair. I might do it on the next pair. Very, very good instructions. I think if you already know how to use a sewing machine, you could follow these this information. And this is, again, this is Thread Theory. They're out of Canada. You can buy tissue paper patterns or PDF patterns that you can print. That is not sponsored, by the way. I paid for that pattern. It's just, I've used a lot of different garment patterns over the years, and this one is super, super simple to follow. I do have a couple of other really small things to show you guys. I got a couple of presents totally unexpectedly, and the first one is this little fairy door from my friend Janice. I have a little fairy garden in my backyard, so this is going to go out there. And I received a sweet, sweet care package in the mail from our own Sarah from Houston that included a bluebonnet card. She made me a cat. How great is that? I love it because it's not dissimilar to the ones that I have. Here you go. The ones that are in my quilt. She sent me a pair of they're cat scissors. So thank you, Sarah. That was really sweet, very thoughtful of you. And yeah, you're right. We have been through a lot this year. It's been a crazy, crazy year. We're doing okay. We have each other, and we still have a place to live. So, you know, we are okay. My husband's doing great. You guys have been asking about him. I gave you a tiny update last week. He's doing fantastic. This is his second week back to work. He's starting to exercise again. We're taking walks again, which is something that we've done literally since we've been dating. That's how we dated, because we had no money. We just took walks everywhere. We're sitting out in our backyard again. We got ourselves a new patio set for our anniversary, so we've been really enjoying that. And yeah, he's doing wonderful, and I'm really, really grateful that the ablation procedure did what it was supposed to do, because we were warned that it could take a couple of times, but it seems to have gone with one. So He has a follow-up with a surgeon a week from Friday, and then we'll see how things are going. I did have a couple questions about my sewing machine covers that I was planning to make, and I am still planning to make those, but I kind of want to quilt them, so they may end up waiting until I have my mid-arm set back up again. I may make one giant basically quilt top that I can quilt that I can then cut the pieces from. So I haven't done that yet, but it's kind of in the back of my mind because I want to have it exactly the way I want and not just thrown together. So it's still percolating back here. Oh, and if I didn't mention it, I have my perpetual calendar, which is usually out of frame. Jules made this for me years and years and years ago, and because I rarely use my whole design wall, I went ahead and put it up on the left side so that I can just have it out all the time. So yeah, anyway, I don't know what I'll have to show you guys next week. Maybe pajamas, maybe a finished quilt top, maybe an in progress quilt top. But I do want to share that I am enjoying the process. I'm trying not to be in a hurry anymore. I've been in a hurry for years. I've always been like, get it done, get it done, get it done. And I'm trying to slow down and have just more thought into everything that I do. So, yeah. Okay, you guys, that is enough jibber jabber for me today. You guys have a really wonderful week. Have a crafty week. And I will see you next week. Bye.